Hey there you guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do a quick planting video. I've bought a series of bulbs and I wanted to show you individually how we're going to plant each type. So today we are going to be planting some anemones. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful flowers. In the past I've not had any luck with growing these from year to year, but we're going to try them again. These confuse me very, very much. When you see the bulbs, or the corms, or whatever you want to call them, they look like prunes, all dried up like a big raisin. What side is up? Who the heck knows? But they say when you plant them, it doesn't matter what end is up. Just plant them in the soil. So anyway, first step we need to do is open one of these up. Actually, come on in a little bit closer, and we'll check this out. Okay, we'll open up the pink one. I'm only going to show you planting for one variety, because you don't need to sit here while I plant all of my bulbs. That would be a little bit boring. So let's open it up. See what we have here. Look how gross these look. They look like raisins or dates or prunes. So what we need to do for these first is to soak them in warm water for a couple of hours. Overnight is good. Don't soak them for a few days. Just they're actually rock hard. So yeah, let's get a bowl of water. Got a bowl of warm water here. I'm just gonna soak them in there. We'll put these off to the side for about 2 hours. And we'll come back. Oh, sorry, I'm out of frame. And we'll come back and we'll plant these. Stay tuned. Okay, so these anemone bulbs, or corms, I don't know, whatever you want to call them. I get so confused when it comes to this stuff. They've been soaking for about 4 hours. The water has gone from clear to brown, and they're doing what they do. They're soaking it. They're coming out of dormancy is what they're doing. And so I've taken all three varieties that I have. Here's the three different ones. I've got a nice blue single, a pink single, and I don't know, one that looks like more of a daisy, and a purple. So I've labeled them all. I have the labels right on them. And there are 10 per packet. And I'm only going to do them in 5s. So I'm going to take one of these small 4-inch pots. And I'm going to fill it up with some soil. Just a second, I'll get these out of the way. I'm going to put a little bit of soil in the bottom using pre-moistened soil. And I'm just packing it down. I'm putting in about 2 inches of soil in the bottom of this planter, this pot. And let's do this pink one. Let's look at these a little bit closer. I'm going to plant 5 of these at a time, so you'll only see the 5. They've been soaking in the water. They look kind of like a date, or a prune, or some other crazy thing. A big raisin. I don't know. Whatever. Kind of like an almond. That one looks like an almond. Anyway, it says that if you don't know which way is up, just plant them anyway, and they will find their way. This has always confused me because every side looks like it's the wrong side. How does it grow from that? Really weird looking. I don't even know. So what we're going to do is you want to have about 2 inches of soil on top of these. So just keep that in mind when you do it. I'm just going to place 5 of them in here. Just random positions, just so they fit. This is only temporary. If I was going to keep them in pots for their life, I would use a bigger pot. But I'm just doing this to start them out early, and then I'm going to be planting them in the ground in probably about a month. So they will just get a little bit of a hold, maybe start sprouting, and then by that time I will plant them in the ground. So they look a little bit packed, as you can see them in there. I don't know, I've been kind of in the shadow there. There they are. Just kind of tightly packed in there. And it also, a good rule of thumb is in the garden, if they're hardy to your zone, you'll want to dig them up every 3 or 4 years and separate them out and then replant them into their own little clump again. You'll probably have to divide them a little bit, but they'll appreciate you digging them up every 3 or 5 years just to give them a little bit more space. So anyway, we're going to add some soil to the top of this. Again, my pre-moistened soil. This way I don't have to water them in. Again, because their bulbs are not growing, you don't want it to be too moist, just a little bit damp. And after they start to grow, that's when when they start to actively grow, that's when you're going to start to water them more. So if this soil medium becomes bone dry, I will give it some water to moisten it up a little bit again. But if it's moist, I'm not even going to touch it until the growth starts to happen. So I'm going to keep this in a warm spot and cross my fingers and hope that we see some sprouts soon, and then we can plant them in the garden soon enough. Anyway, stay tuned for more updates on my anemones. Hopefully we can see some flowers soon enough. Happy growing, everyone. Soon, so I decided to bring them up off of the concrete floor and give them a little bit more warmth. So during the day, if it's above 10 degrees Celsius, 50 degrees Fahrenheit,